Okay, hey guys, this is Ray, Flea Billy. I am. I'm just going to show you the routine that I have been doing, and it helps to learn this program because it's repetition. It's anything you do. It's like you pick up. I mean, we're all really good at Blender, only because you do it all the time. You just hotkeys the whole lot. So I figured out. So what I did is I brought in all these textures that I made, and I didn't do this all right away. This is old man like eclectic. Ooh, I'm gonna collect these things. I don't think I've used half of them, but some of them I just think they're really cool. Like there's one that's like a wool knit, and we know what that one is, and like pinatas. Like I gotta make something just to have the pinatas. So like. You do a whole piece on pinatas, but anyway, so this is all the stuff. Okay, so from this one to this one, these have all been converted because I put Octane on the end of them. If you look, so that it's like because they're all going to be in the asset manager, and it's like it's just a mess to kind of figure out. So what I figured, the way I do it is that it's like I'm done with this one, and then I take. So I'm going to do red velvet. You drop red velvet in there, and even though if you look over here, I am in Octane, okay? I'm in Octane, but I brought in through the asset manager a texture that is for cycles. So it brought it in, it's perfect, everything's there. As Patrick had pointed out, it's like you gotta watch, it's like, some of these I have are from Polygon, that donut making guy's company. And he builds groups inside of groups inside of groups, and it's a bit crap. But if you have some of those, I mean, it's good, it's like for cycles, but it doesn't work for this. So I usually just import them. And then once you have all these groups, like this big group here, I just delete the lot. I collect this, I do Apple Shift T, and then I go into the browser. Because if anybody doesn't know, Apple Shift T is basically if you have Node Wrangler hooked up, it puts everything exactly where you need it. And you just do that, and then you have everything there. And then once you have everything there, then you just convert it by doing this thing, which I don't need to do. I'm going to convert that. So I've converted that, and it's there. And if you look at it, it's really mad, but we'll get to that. First thing I like to do, and this is like things that are just simple. It's like Apple A, we all know that. Apple A, but now it's like I know where I've kind of, and not that it's, if you go into this like, well, I'm going to sit down tonight and I'm going to study the transforms. It's like, you're just going to waste your time. But it's like if I'm doing this every, and I need the 3D transform. But then sometimes I'm like, I wonder what that transform does. If I'm waiting for my coffee to brew or something, I'll sit and like look at it and I go, I got to get back to work. So anyway, I just got to hook these up. If anybody knows, it'd be really cool if there was like a hotkey that would do this in Node Wrangler or something. Because this is total fucking hand-eye coordination hell. Let's see, my fucking cat. My cat's coming here because he hears me talking. And he wants me to get him his food. But I'm not going to do that because I'm busy doing what I want to do. I know, I'm busy. Just give me a minute. I'll get you your food. Okay, so we got that. That kind of looks cool, but it's not what we want. So you go in here into the texture displacement. And first off, I am busy. I will feed you in a minute. Just hang tight. So we go in here, we look at what the texture's name is, and it's fabric velvet. That's not how you spell velvet, but don't hold me responsible. So I go into here, and I look into fabric. Velvet, and there it is. I pick on anyone, and it's a 4K one, so this is 4K. So you go into your displacement, pick 4K. There's so much to do here, it's like really easy to forget. But it's petty and it's fun, so it's like, I wouldn't worry too much about it. Okay, so we've done that. And then take your height, I found 0.03 works. Okay, so that's the velvet, but it looks a bit shit. And it took me a while to figure this out, but what Patrick was saying is like coating, yeah, it should be black, okay? So I put that to black, but look, it still looks a bit shit. And that's because sheen. It does the sheen as well. So you take the sheen down, and it's like a really kind of, I've never really used this, but it's a really subtle. I think it probably needs, in order for the velvet to actually work really good, I don't know if there is a roughness here, but I need to look at the roughness. That looks not bad. But I would imagine it needs a bit of softness. Okay, and then it's like, because I'm just, I'm a nut. I have 3 different slots on this. I have the velvet, which is one. And then I have the frosted glass, which is this stuff down here. And then I have the inset, which is all this stuff. And what I've been kind of doing on an, you know, if we all went, you know, art, complementary colors, red, green, blue, orange, etc., etc. So I'm just kind of doing this thing where it's like, oh, I'll just make that a little green. You don't want to make it too green. And I mean, this is just, you know, this is just old man come fiesta stuff. It's like, I'm busy. I know you're hungry, but it's not. Oh, it is 6 o'clock. All right, I gotta feed the cat, or he's gonna shit the bed. All right, that's what I like. All right, so I do that. Copy that. Go into slot 2. And I downloaded this. And I have no idea what any of this crap does here. I downloaded it for this glass. It works for me, but I don't know if it works. I don't know if it's a happy accident. It doesn't matter. It looks fine. Okay, so we have that. I'm ready to go. So now, one thing that I found out, if I render it in this screen with all the shit on the screen, there's a better chance that it crashes. But there's a render tab, and it was all the way over here, but I moved it over here. This is the render tab. If you render it here, it renders quicker, and it never crashes. And I kind of like that. I mean, it's like, and I'm only doing 250 passes on it because it's just I'm just doing a 1028. You know, 1024 for the asset manager. That's all I'm doing. So I have that. I don't know what the name is yet because there's a pattern to this. So I go into here. I go into the red velvet. Okay, I have red velvet. I don't like caps now. I'm just doing red dot and put a dot. Velvet and then Octane. All right, so that's done. That's it. And then I'm going to copy that. That's that texture. Oh, and let's mark it as an asset. I'm going to go back into rendering. I'm going to save this. And I made a folder. Textures. Yeah, this is the folder. So this is the folder that I'm putting all of these icons for my assets. So it's we need RGBA. I'm just doing I'm doing a PGN. Okay, then we go back into here and we look here. There's the red velvet. We don't need this red velvet anymore. So I can clear that as an asset. And how I got these original ones is I imported them into this Octane program. So I'm not like, by deleting them, I'm not messing up my asset manager or anything like that. So don't, just make sure you don't do that. So, so now I have Red Velvet here, and all I need to do is go into here in the preview and find Red Velvet, which is right there. I don't know if I like those. I think the color needs to be darker and more subtle. But again, old man thing to do, nothing better to do in the evening out in the country. So I got that. So these are Octane. So all I got to do is 1, 2, 3, 4 more, and then I'll have this, and then I'll have these to give, you know, and I'll post these. It's like, if you guys don't want them, I mean, it's not like I think this is great and stuff, but it's kind of nice to have mad textures in Octane when there's nothing really decent and you don't want to make your own textures. And, you know, these are just mad. I mean, you know, the shining rug is like, there's 1,000 things you can make bored shitless. It would be a lot of fun with that, you know. I mean, nothing you'd show to anybody because everybody think you were just a hipster, but, you know, our knit, like a wool knit. I mean, a lot of piñatas. I mean, a lot of the other stuff is just stuff I need. This one's really nice. It's like a stylized fur, and it's got like a nice displacement map on it, and it pulls it out. And these, I like these. I think I got these on that program that Adobe took over, the Substance Painter or whatever. Because they're, you know, it's kind of like cartoony stuff. And again, I haven't used them, but I like them. And maybe I'll use them for something. I'm a hoarder, basically. But anyway, yeah. So just shout out if you want them, and I'll post them. I think it's easier to, well, this is something that would be nice to do, is that if we had, well, I don't know, there's so many things that we would need to do, but I don't want to be like one of these people that goes, you know what we need to do? Because that just gets boring. So take care. Talk to you later.